How FD is your sleep schedule right now? I'm recently unemployed. I woke up at 4 a.m. 2 days in a row to shitpost on Reddit. I can nap later today. Now that's dedication to the craft. I think I'm going to make it a career. Let's call it social anti-influencing. Maybe I could get free toilet paper for it. Not at all. In fact, I feel overrested. Actually, I've worked in theater and live sound all my adult life. And my sleep schedule has been more consistent than it has been in 2 decades. I wake up at 4:55 a.m. when Mrs. goes to work. Then take a nap around midday and go to bed at about 11 p.m. Wow, that's nice. I sleep at 1 to 2 a.m. and wake up at 7 to 9 a.m., so I do not really know. It's currently 8:03 a.m. and I'm just now deliberately trying to go to bed. FK me. Very. I accidentally fall asleep in the middle of the day and keep waking up at night. My entire circadian rhythm is fuckhead. I can't help it, my entire body starts shutting down between 12 to 2 p.m. Technically, this whole situation is a great way to reset your internal clock and establish a routine, waking up at 5 a.m. while getting that first few weeks of misery out of the way so you don't have to go through it at work. So FK your personal time up to make going back to work better? Nah. I'm good. I've got kids, so my schedule is as before. Wake at 6 a.m., bed at 9 p.m.-ish. Also still having 3 healthy meals a day. So a side benefit of having kids during this time. The only difference is me and my husband both wake up in a cold sweat during the night, terrified about our finances and jobs, and it takes an hour or so to get back to sleep. That part is getting really boring. Let's just say I don't know what day it is and where I am. Let me help you there. It's Tuesday. And you're on Reddit. You're welcome. Tuesday, April 17th to be precise. AUAS. I actually believed you and started to st my pants cuz I have a huge paper due on the 20th. What's a sleep schedule? As someone who has had massive struggles with my sleep and insomnia in the past, I've made a real effort to force myself to not sliding back. Awake by 738. Out of bed and bed made by 9 a.m. I go outside and feed the birds at 9:30. Well done. It can be a struggle. But I like seeing people take control over anything they can during this. It's how we'll survive. Now I'm imagining a montage of people working towards waking up on time with Eye of the Tiger playing in the background. What kind of burbs are we talking about? Exactly. I used to get up at 5 a.m. and be in bed by 9 p.m. I am out of work and can't seem to get my schedule right. Ah yes. I woke up yesterday at 2 p.m. It's the next day. 9 a.m. on the dot. I have yet to go to bed. I'm just not tired. Dude, FN same. I think I'm gonna watch a movie in the living room and see if I get tired. I'd kill for a cup of ice water LMAO. Also, happy cake day. Why can't you have one? And thanks. Not bad. Sleep at 1, wake up at 11. It's a flip of a coin whether it's AM or PM. I am very lucky and privileged to still be working. My GF also has her job. Both seems not just code-proof, but actual WFH necessities. So our sleep schedules have been fine because we both work in the morning. I go to bed at 11 p.m. Fall asleep at 4 a.m. Similar. Go to bed at 1 a.m. because OMG it's so late. Actually go to sleep at 3. Extremely. I fear going back to work at this point. Best advice. It takes a while. But keep FG up your sleep schedule until it unfucks itself. Doing all-nighters never work for me. While just staying up an hour or 2 more each day works perfectly. Just got off a 12-hour night shift, so pretty ass backwards. I don't even know what planet I'm on currently. I woke up at 8 p.m. today, so it's not ideal. Name checks out. Same here. Sleep is not the same. I thought with all this free time I was gonna sleep like a baby and reimburse those days where I wished for an extra 30 minutes snooze. But nope. Just in time for Brinner. Go to bed at 7 to 8 a.m. and waking up at 3 to 4 p.m. pretty FD up. Well, hello there. I feel like I am the only one of my friends that has maintained the same schedule. I'm in bed at 10 most nights and up at 4:30 a.m. for pre-market futures news before opening bell. Edit. Also have kids. Get a load of Mr. I have a healthy sleep schedule and do not suffer from bad nightly choices over here. Who else is doing 5 a.m. to 2 p.m.? I leave the mosquitoes disappointed as they wait for me to sleep. I sleep at 7 these days. 7 a.m. It's great. Sleep by 10:30. Up at 7:30. Catching up with years of missed sleep. I am going to really miss this. I haven't felt this good, rested in years. Cheers, Dr. Lee. I am a long-haul airline pilot and I am exactly the same. Being able to sleep every night when my body naturally wants to is amazing. Actually doing wonders for my health. Same here. If anything, work from home has improved my sleep schedule. I'm getting to bed earlier. Sleeping in later. Not drinking as much coffee. And actually cooking my meals. Let's see. Currently dealing with a ready to be up and running early wake up like in the winter where it gets dark early, yet due to increased sun in evenings I'm starting to stay up later like normal. So, yay. I want AFing Big Mac. Yo. I need a double cheeseburger and hold the lettuce. Don't be front and son. No seeds on the bun, we be up in this drive-thru. Order for 2. I got a cravin' for a number 9 like my shoe need some chicken up in here. In this shizzle. Faux rizzle my nizzle. Extra salt on the frizzle drive. Pepper my brother. Another for ya mother, double super size. And don't forget the fries. Crispy. I was just thinking about that last night. WHE, I couldn't sleep. Haven't heard it in years. You and me both, brother. I forgot to take a after lunch nap, so it's a bit buggered up. Bruh. Even owls are puzzled. Even the roosters are confused. Even the foxes are foxed. Not even the younglings survived. Sue FD. I have to work on Tuesday. I start at 8:30 a.m. I went to bed at that time today, yesterday, IDK anymore. I'm a teacher. I'm supposed to be responsible, but I've reverted into a nocturnal uni student again. This I'm a teacher too. I know I'm not doing myself any favors when my school opens again. I wouldn't call it a schedule. One word. Entropy. Sleep, right? I'm a solid 2:30 a.m. 5 a.m. person now. For the first time in my life I have opportunity to sleep as much as I want. And I can't sleep at all. Lucky for me, this was already my schedule. Have a 10-month-old that we conditioned to sleep in when my wife worked until 4. Then my wife's schedule changed until 1:30 and my schedule started at 5:30. So even if my wife takes over when she gets home, I'm often up until 2 and awake before my alarm to do a quick bottle. Same. I can't figure it out. Am I really exerting myself so little that I don't need any more than like 4 hours of sleep tops? FGFD. On a scale from tulip to broomstick, I'd give a solid Beeschurger. Honestly. Better than before quarantine. I get a full night's sleep now that I don't have to wake up an hour and a half before school every morning. I've actually noticed that I'm tired almost every night around 10 p.m. If only it could always be like this. What is this schedule you speak of? No more than usual, really. I woke up at 7 p.m. FD. I'm 65. And I'm essential, so thankfully it's pretty normal. The opposite for me. I usually struggle to get enough sleep at night and struggle with insomnia. I am usually asleep by 11:30 at night and up at 6:50 to start working at 7. It's great. Before this I was lucky to get 5 hours of sleep a night, and now I am getting 7 like clockwork. It's 7 a.m. and it would be so sexy to wake up early, but the gag is I haven't even slept yet. Surprisingly not that bad. Still get my 8 hours of sleep at reasonable times. But now I tend to have naps during the afternoon. I wake up when others are getting ready for bed. It's like college all over again, but I'm closing in on 50. No bueno. So amazingly messed up. I think I got vertigo from sleeping so much. Not a joke. My sleep schedule has always been FD. At least my local murder is happier than usual. Utterly FD. Thanks to our cats. Today, a Sunday, they woke me up at 4:30 and I couldn't go back to sleep. Sleep 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. or 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. 3 a.m. to 6 or 8 a.m. You can reboot your circadian rhythms by using some hardwiring built into your brain from back when we were cave people and had to get up at certain times if we wanted to not starve to death. Figure out what time you want to wake up. Now count back at least 16 hours from then. During that time frame, you need to fast. No food and minimal water. Crash out 8 hours prior to your new wake-up time. Then when you get up, have a decent-sized breakfast. This resets your internal clock by showing it what time of day you need to get up to find food. Been a world traveler for decades, and this really works to reset and avoid jet lag if I know I'll be in one place for a week or longer. I thought the school system made my sleep schedule bad, but now I can get up whenever I want. Things are worse because I don't have that sense of urgency or panic anymore. Indescribable. I have not slept in 4 years. I'm still trying to stick to my 11 to 7 work week hours by getting up at a reasonable time. Mostly to game and make proper food for the day rather than just eating the biscuits I have near my PC. My missus, on the other hand. Well, I'm staring at her fast asleep at 15:30 with zero intention of ever getting out bed today. It is Sunday, I suppose. I have no sleep schedule. I go to sleep when I feel like it. 2:00 p.m.? Sure. I will wake up at 4:00 p.m. and will go on with my day. I will fall asleep again whenever. Be it 12:00 a.m. or later. When I wake up, I wake up. Tiredness is the least of my concerns by now. I have seen the sunrise more times now than I have ever did. My only alarm clock is the scent of food in the making. Time is no more. The last time I slept for a full 8-hour night is literally last year. I am nothing but a shell with a taste for meat and chocolate. And by that point, I will eat them together should the opportunity rise. It will be the most exciting thing to happen. The most sexual thing that happened to me was being deep-throated by an ice tube. I shower to feel warmth. If sleep is for the weak, then right now, I feel like a god. I usually wake up at 6 a.m. and even 3 weeks I'm still wake up at 6 a.m. regardless of the time I went to sleep. Got tired at 4 a.m. this morning thinking I'll wake up at 10 and be fine. Guess who was up without any alarm at 6:00 a.m.? Though strangely I don't feel sleepy at all. Will probably hit me like a truck later though. Mine's not at all. That's the beauty of taking Benadryl every night and having kids that wake you up at 7 every day. My 8 and 12-year-olds slept until 10:45 when it's Easter and there's chocolate to be found. We are so screwed when schools reopen. Mine is not FD at all.